topic of a $1 million transformation in the famous Millionaire's Row.
Witness in a 2.5-story terrace with 5 ensuite bedrooms and 3,600 square feet of usable space.
Stay tuned to find out more about this sleek, chic, and centrally located renovated terrace house in this episode of Huttons Landed Division's
Live Open House.
Hi, welcome back. I'm Willie. Welcome to this episode of Huttons Landed Division's Live Open House, where we, together with today Roxanne as well as Aaron, in HLD, showcase some of the most beautiful, unique and value for money landed properties on sale in Singapore. And we do this in our most authentic, no-holds-barred way. I think that has captured the interest of many landed buyers, sellers, as well as viewers like you on screen now.
So here we are in Barker Road, famed for its tranquil environment, close proximity to schools like ACS, ACS Junior, SCGS, SGI, 2 MRT stations, 3 MRT lines, malls at Novena, and then a close short drive to Orchard Road, CT and PIE, making commute a breeze.
But a long list of just now the amenities. I feel sorry for you, Aaron, but really this is how centrally located Barker Road is. I think not just to residents in District 10, 11, but the entire Singapore all know this as a very famous street, right?
Yes. So actually, what on top of what you get for convenience, right? This is also a very, very prestigious address that's home to many beautiful big bungalows, modern families, and also, but rarity is the terraces here.
Yes, what makes this even more rare, do you know that for terraces, the last inter-terrace that sold at Barker Road was in September 2021. That's more than 3.5 years ago. Can you imagine?
And guess what? We have an inter-terrace for sale now, giving potential home seekers a chance to own a unit along this prestigious Millionaire's Row as its latest resident.
So when Aaron said the word beautiful, right? So this house is also beautiful because it has undergone an excessive 1 million renovation 5 years ago. So the owner really put a lot of thought into it, and there's also meticulous attention to detail to showcase this house in its finest.
Yeah, and so much so that for the first time in our Live Open House series, we're going to have 3 presenters present the house
at the same time. Yes, that's right. All right, not only that, another first is that we're also going to review the price of this house, right, at the end of the episode. And more importantly, explain why this is such a great value buy, not just in Barker Road, but the entire District 11, and not the whole of Singapore.
Yes. Are you all ready to explore the house with us?
Right,
based on what we are saying?
Let's go.
Yeah.
Now, behind us is the 2.5-story house we're going to show you. But before that, I think let the viewers explore and understand where are we now at Barker Road.
Yeah. So as you can see, this road, right, is one-directional. So you get lesser cars actually traveling on a daily basis. Yeah, and over here you can see the other main road, which is very near to the bus stop and proximity and petrol kiosk as well.
That's right. So with this, actually, some people may be concerned about sound, right? Let's be honest and obvious about it. But actually, if you keep quiet, you can hear the sound from the traffic is actually quite faint. But to be more convincing later when we show you from level 2 and 3, you'll feel, right? Owners have stayed here. So the sound level is frankly almost minimal. Later, of course, we're going to tell you that the features of the house, a lot are actually soundproof and double glazed already, okay? This is the kind of traffic that we enjoy. Like we said, only one flow. So you don't have now on a busy Saturday afternoon, you don't see a lot of cars passing by as well.
Correct. Right? And because it's a one-way traffic, you get about 50% less of cars moving through.
Yes.
So all the way is a loop out to Dunnan Road from
Yes.
the other side.
Yeah. As you point here, let's also take a look. Can you see the distance between our neighbours as well? Opposite, if you take a note, that's quite important, right? Which is the immediate environment. You don't see inter-terraces here, all right? So these are basically semi-Ds. There's a bungalows on the side, very common in a Barker area. It also means that in terms of density, not just here, but throughout the entire estate, there's also less cars and also quite far away. If you take a closer look at this is actually really set back, all right? So the distance between us and the next neighbour is actually much further away, okay? So if you walk a bit closer now, I think I want to show you basically this entire stretch. Like we said, there are not many inter-terraces here. So this whole stretch was actually built by a developer in about 30 years ago. And it's pretty obvious from what you can see now. Can you see these are the original house? About 2-story, they have a little attic at the top and 4 bedrooms, right? From you can see. And if you kind of start to see from this angle, it becomes very evident. This house, if you drive past without telling you the unit address or unit number, you already know. It's the one and only outstanding one that really stands out, just from merely the presence and the size, right? Compared from the other owners here. Because this is what the owners bought about 5 years ago before it went through the A&A. Okay? Now, talking about the A&A, let's take a look at the house back again at some of the statistics. The land size is 1720 square feet, freehold title obviously. Built up area after the $1 million extensive A&A is now 3630 square feet. The important thing is how many bedrooms are there?
They all together 5 ensuite bedrooms.
Yes, which is very rare among for terraces nowadays. Right. Okay, 5 and all of them are all ensuite. Okay, ready to take a look at the inside? Let's start with the car porch.
So over here, the car porch over here is wide enough for 1 car. If you have more than 1 car for a growing family, you can park 1 outside, no issue. So over here is a raised level made of engineered wood. You can do some gardening over here and also like entertainment with your friends. Yeah. Extended family area.
Yeah, as you say, the gardening actually, Roseanne, what I like is, the shelter. You notice our shelter is much bigger than the neighbors. So provides you from shade from basically the elements, right? So whether it's raining, hot, sunny, etc., this is a very comfortable place.
So what I actually like is when you alight from your car, right, your groceries, you won't be in the rain at all. Or
exactly.
Rain. Yeah, you can just go inside.
Correct.
So that's
and I think, but the thing is with a lot of big shelters, sometimes it can get a bit dark. Correct.
And then
but this one is a bit different.
In mind. They have a light well over here, so providing ample natural light. So what's even better here is that the deck is big enough to fit a table. So as you can see here, we can fit comfortably about 8 to 10 people.
That's true.
To have your little gathering.
This deck, if you pull back again, you see it very clearly demarcates the entire porch. So this is a 6-meter porch. You can effectively also park 2 cars, right? If you don't have the deck. But I think what the owner has done and what we like is that actually maximizes or increases the usable space as well. So from here, a lot of car porch basically you just park your cars, etc. This one, like what Roseanne said, right? You can actually do entertaining, hosting here with this. Not only that, you can do barbecue. There's also, I think towards the end, I think your favorite spot, I think on side, right? Aaron can put bicycles and
exactly.
Gardening as well.
You want to do a little workout corner, it can be done as well.
Yeah. So another area, right, is this. It's just one of the first shoe cabinet over here. So if you have a lot of shoes, you can put more inside. But what I like is a small nook. So like for example, you have a granny or guest, you can sit over here and wear your shoes before you get in the car. So there's a lot of multifunctional storages as well.
I think this is the first of many built-in carpentry, all right, that's been installed in the $1 million transformation.
So
and I think sometimes the ladies have better attention to detail. Right? Roseanne can say, wow, this is very well designed and etc. The nook is just one, but you can open this, there are a lot of storage.
So everything is self-closing, so you can see there are many...
and this is not the only one, I don't think we've ever seen houses with 2. We'll show you quite quickly.
So the owner is really very helpful to put all these storage solutions for his wife.
Besides the attention to detail, some of the investment that has gone in to make this a very high quality home is the high quality materials. Now what you're seeing here is very interesting, by the way. If there are manufacturer advertisers out there for this episode, you can start to endorse us. We're going to start from now onwards to not name drop, because these are really, I think, the brands, the quality fittings that the owners have done. All right. So now starting with this. Okay, this is sapphire windows. You can see here black powder coated. Important thing is this is double glaze. Okay, double glaze, and this is the biflow, a French door system that you can actually open out or close it if you want to. So this allows, therefore, a very seamless flow from indoor to outdoor vice versa. And that's what makes this place feels even bigger, I think, than the build-up area and the land suggests. Yeah?
So as you enter, you see how wide the entrance is. You can even fit a futsal table comfortably.
I don't think we've ever seen a futsal table in any landed properties, not to mention in the terrace,
right? And then it's accentuated by the large sofa behind.
Yes.
So you can see this sofa, we could also fit comfortably maybe 8 to 10 people as well.
Yes.
So giving us a sense of space in the entire living room.
Correct. Talking about space, like what Aaron said, if you can see through, the important and the thing that first impressed us when we first come in, from the front till the end, do you notice this house, there's no columns, right? There's no columns, no pillars, no walls as well. Well, there was wall, one, and there was removed. So from the front of the house, you can see through all the way to the back. Right, all the way to the back. Owner has reoriented basically the kitchen and the bedroom. So now it really enhances, I think, the feeling of space. I don't think we've ever seen such a large set of a sofa or a settee basically in the terrace. Okay?
Yeah. So bearing in mind here, more spaces for ladies. There's a more shoe cabinet here, and I think your children can also see here as well for young children. It's more nook. Yeah. So let's bring your attention to this set. It's very beautiful 90 by 90 marble tiles, which the owner chose himself, and it's also part of the 1 million transformation renovation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, if you don't notice, we didn't mention the owner. You know how important is it to the owner, and some details that are not even seen. You can't even see. It's like this actually flooring was raised. The entire living floor was raised by one step. Can you imagine the amount of work basically to pour the cement, etc., and redo? Purpose of this is again seamlessness, right? So when this is raised, we are now basically a bit more on par with the deck outside as well as the dining area on this side. Okay? Correct. So then also not just that, you can look at the wallpaper.
So the wallpaper, instead of using paint, they're using a very premium wallpaper to accentuate the entire house, giving a softer feel as well. Then just to share with you, you look at this entire area, if you require additional space, you can build up more cabinets over here. I think even here, like a fish lover like myself, I can even put a big fish tank.
Yeah, can put piano, can put a reading corner, water table if you want to. All right, so they kept this space clean, free. I think easy for the next owner for you to actually come to redesign. All right. Now talking about the steps for storage-wise, besides I think the cabinets have seen, the first one is a storeroom just under the staircase, right? Nothing unusual, but I like the details that they have actually even painted. You start to notice the whole house, the hue of colors chosen. It's very muted, very modern, elegant, right? You see basically different shades of your beige. Of course, it's main grey, white, very muted colors, which would stand the test of time. Owners, remember when he first moved in 5 years ago, this was the feel he wants, and frankly, after so much careful maintenance, the look and feel is still about the same. All right? Yeah. Okay, so now we go to that part where Roseanne is. There's a very interesting thing, again, we have never seen in many houses, right? Most houses.
Look up and you can see this beautiful skylight. So this is about 3 meters long. You can see it goes out to level 2, where you get ample natural sunlight and airflow to it. So it makes the house appear bigger than it is. Yeah. So over here, we can really sit 8 people over at the dining area. Over here, you can also extend it to maybe 8 to 10 people as well. So you can see all the color scheme used is constant throughout the house. Yes. So you never feel like any color scheme is out of place. It's all complementary. Yeah. This is a sintered stone. So it's stain resistant and it's very easy to wipe and maintain.
Yeah. Talking about light just now, I think this owner is also very particular. I'm sure a lot of homeowners are, right? Let's not forget, for inter-terraces, usually this part will be the darkest part because we are further with the light source. So this is quite smart. Besides that, do you know, okay, let me see whether you can look at the different light system here. All right, all these switches is not just an on and off. There are multiple switches. You can change the intensity, you can change the color to create different moods, because you can see the series of all the downlights. They are all carefully planned and very basically flush together with the air conservator. All right, so if you come here at night, you will be able to really play with the different mood, colors, etc. Okay, so now let's start to go into the kitchen. And can you see there used to be a wall here? This wall has been knocked down already, and with the 3 of us standing here, you can really see the size of it.
So as you can see, here we have an island in the middle. So this is also good for entertaining. You can have your breakfast here, prepare your children for school. Nicely fit about at least six packs to have your breakfast. Yeah.
Remember, we talked about branded fittings, right? So even the brands sometimes, right, the logos are here to remind us. This is from Dexton, by the way. This is very well known for This is a compressed material that is like what I think Roseanne has said. 3 things. I think if you're going to use a countertop like this, you're concerned about basically stains, a scratch, and of course heat, right? So this is stain, scratch, as well as heat resistance. So owner cooks a lot, and he was explaining to me from basically the founder, he put a pot here, and this has been used for 5 years, all right? Whatever brand.
Still very new.
Yes, so now, dear Mr. Dexton here, I think I'm now a new fan of yours as well. I'm now convinced after 5 years of usage, the space is still quite good. All right. So this open kitchen concept, a lot of people attempt to achieve this, but I think this is one of the most clever ones we've seen in terms of space maximization. You notice how, for example, this, while being very long, can serve 6 to 7 person. It also doesn't take a lot of space as well, because it still gives ample space for you to walk around. All right.
So if you see the bathrooms over here, right? If you're
Yes.
someone who likes to entertain, you can even like cook and prep your food here while talking to your guests over here and over here.
Yes.
Because it's a one-way flow thing. It's so natural.
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah. So
especially
while
the
I
movies
don't
of
cook,
this.
but I think I'll leave the next part. You can see all this black carpentry. These are, by the way, all the carpentry system, right? It's all from Bloom. So automated, so you don't see handles, very seamless. And all these are also storage drawer system as well.
Yep.
And
Right?
there's so
Okay,
they're all
the
Bloom
same
system.
countertop.
And there's even more. There's also more storage spaces under the island.
Correct.
So this whole kitchen is all very well thought out, very well planned. You know, as a typical big family with children, you have a lot of stuff. So, the best thing is you get to keep them out of sight.
Yes, correct. Keep it very clutter-free, and because sometimes people think it is a designer kitchen, usually it's for show. You don't really use it, all right? But after we start to explore, press every every shelf and opening, realize everything is actually well thought out. Okay, to make this a fully functional kitchen, such as I think you have not space for just one, but actually 2 fridges, right?
So do you notice a surprise over here? So even though these are black appliances like oven and everything,
Yeah,
you notice
carefully
this special
chosen.
thing, carefully chosen
Yes.
wine cellar. So
Yeah.
for wine lovers, you can, it's a full-fledged. It's not like just a half empty. I think there's about 8 to 10 slots. You can
Yes.
put easily more than 50 over bottles over here
Yes.
of the
So,
treasured wine.
Correct.
Yeah.
Appliances-wise, besides your fridge, your oven, microwave, of course, hob, all right, hob and your hood, they also have a dishwasher here, which I think a lot of modern families, I think this is another reason why how they have kept the place very neat and tidy, right? Although there are already 2 sinks. I really like the addition of a sink there. A lot easier for us to do cleaning up a lot more easily. Okay.
Correct.
Now, this kitchen doesn't end here, because again, as part of the very smart a so-called integrated concept. Now, this used to be a enclosed area. So if I were to push this open, the same Fascina sliding doors here, you notice it brings you all the way now to this very nicely decorated rear yard. First rear yard you can see is the nice green wall. Maintenance free, of course, you can choose it. So you can put a water feature, you can make it to a different texture, whatever. But I think it's just very nice when they're inside. Then there's a burst of green just at the back. Huh? Yeah.
So this extended yard also serves as a very usable space. I mean, you can do your laundry here. It could be a children's play area.
Yes.
If you have pets, it could be also
True. Yeah,
an
that's
area
true.
where your pets
Yeah,
can play
yeah.
as well.
Yeah. What I think a lot of families will like, I personally like a lot, is there's actually a lot of light here. You can also choose to open
A lot of
this,
natural
right, to let
lighting, yes.
natural wind flow to come in. We have closed this out because there's really fan, fully sheltered, so you don't have to worry about rain and everything coming in a sense. Aaron mentioned this use, of course, you can extend if you want to have more space. This could be a wet kitchen. They've kept actually the pipings and the pipings and the gas supply. All this can be done here. You can erect another one. On that side can be a laundry area. In a while, we'll explain to you why this family, by the way, they have no helper. Okay, I actually, for the life of me, I don't know how they can keep this place
Exactly.
so neat and tidy. But for this reason, their laundry area is kept on the level 2. All right. So now let's take a look at, if you're a guest, it's bathrooms, right? Bathrooms are important. We talk about 5 ensuite. So this is the first one. If you walk towards here, nicely tucked in here. This is the, maybe Aaron, I know you like this toilet a lot. You can take a look.
Yes.
Yes.
So this toilet is decked in a cool black theme with a gold sink. So as you can see here, everything is also very well integrated like the rest of the house, like the flushes, the functions here as well.
A lot of storage as
A lot
well.
of storage and the big, nice, comfortable shower area.
Yeah, right. So this acts as also like a fully functional bathroom for actually the room just beside it. Okay, but the first look when we come is like, wow, it feels like a hotel,
Correct,
right? So this
yes.
kind of hotel. Imagine you host a lot, or even for yourself when your guest comes in, you see that this place is nicely designed. I think it's a very, very unique and functional design. But the important thing to talk about uniqueness, I'll let Roseanne show you how this is integrated. Okay. It's actually, Roseanne is
So
at
over
the-
here is
yes.
this for the Jack and Jill bathroom as mentioned earlier. This is a multi-purpose room on level 1. So over here you can use as a study, or you can put a bed for a helper's room. Over here to demarcate as well. So you can also use it for mahjong or entertainment. for your guests to live in as well.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
The Jack and Jill, let us
So,
just show you. I'll close
okay.
this door and then you can see
Yeah.
now.
Over here.
Actually, this one
Buildings.
can be enclosed. Okay, really quite smart. So there are 2 door options. So without having you to allow some owners or they use a space under the staircase to create another powder room, you don't have to, right? This is both a powder room and also a attached bath, right? For this room as well. So really smart. So imagine you have, I think, you can see now this room is big enough. If you have owners now, it's 2 generation. There is no need to for parents. But if you have parents, staying quite a number of buyers, 3 generation family,
Yeah.
it is obviously big enough, right? For you to have queen size bed and with the attached bathroom makes it very easy. Of course, once all these shelves are removed. But of course, there are some with helpers. For example, you can, if you have 2 helpers, this will be a comfortable room. But if you have really one helper, you still want to have both a helper's room and that very simple.
So actually where I'm standing right now, right,
Yes.
you can actually demarcate this area. So you can put a helper's room over here to
Yeah,
cordon
just
off.
do a wall.
Yeah.
Behind you will be the helper's room. Then you just have a
Yes.
slightly more compact, right,
Yes.
multi-purpose room, either for entertainment. You can see mahjong table here, can be a
Yeah.
study, or even a one-person granny's room is still possible because the wardrobes are already there. All right.
So you can see actually the constant thing about this house is there's a lot of storage solutions.
Yes.
So no need to worry, everything can be kept neat and tidy.
Yeah, and connectivity. Because you will see connections near and there.
Yes.
Besides that, there's also this, because this
Yeah.
room is also connected to the back.
Yeah.
All right. So where Aaron and I was just now, you'll be happy to know this brings you exactly back to the back again. So whoever is staying here, you can direct access. Making, again, once again, this house, I think the floor space is not just really just lateral, but I think within the whole space as well. Okay, so now you can pull back and take a look. So Roseanne, what's your favorite part about this floor?
I would say it's my view over here where I can see everything into the living room.
Can see, right? Yeah.
Yes, and all the colours.
So owner's favorite spot is actually here. You know, from here you have a bird's eye view of whatever is happening, even what's happening on the road. Of course, we're already elevated already, but the thing is, the absence of walls, columns make this a very simple
Exactly,
spot.
yeah.
Yourself, Aaron?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you know, even as a parent, if I'm here having my breakfast, I can watch my children play. You know, I can also entertain my guests. And because of the way the house is designed, we can also hear what each other is talking about, even at the dining table.
Yes.
If I'm here.
Yeah.
So
correct.
making it a very nice, cozy home for all.
Yeah. I'm more functional, and I'm also thinking from you buyer's perspective. I think this part of the house where it's a multi-functional and comfortable aspect to have the first ensuite room, because upstairs there's still 4. We're going to show you in a while. It makes, I think, this house a lot more livable, very useful for, I think, condo upgraders and even some small terrace upgraders as well. All right. So now that we've covered level 1, are you ready to take a look at level 2? I think which will bring more surprises. I think our list of all the branded list of fittings,
vinyls.
everything is going to come soon. All right. Let's go and take a look. Now, at level 2 will be the start of the basically 2 of the 4 bedrooms. Now, before you reach the bedrooms, actually we have a nice landing here. Nice feature wall here for you to put your photographs if you want. I think you already start to catch a glimpse, right?
Yes.
Of the high ceiling on the third floor, but we will show you in a while. Because this floor, like basically level 1 and level 3, there's a lot of hidden, mysteries and surprises, okay? Even in the standard so-called terrace layout. Okay, let's start with this room first. We call this room number 2. Okay, because the family doesn't need so many bedrooms, this is now converted into purely into a study. You can see from here, I think even with Aaron, the 2 of us can take up this space, 2 different study tables with storage. Right, but this wall, of course, once it's replaced, you can replace this and put this into put a king size bed or queen size bed if you want to, because the wardrobes, if you come here, are already provided. You can see the abundance of space here because the rooms for this house actually take up the entire length of the plot. So every room is about 6 meters wide, all right? Minus the wall space 5.9, 5.8. So the wardrobes are actually on this side. So here you can still put your TV console if you want. We have a huge now massage chair here, and actually there's still ample space for you to walk around, right? Now, nicely fitted as well. You can see the condition of this 4-year-old wardrobe, very nicely done. Aircon, lights. a fence, all these are fitted. As what you mentioned, this is really a moving condition house, right? Now, let's take a look at the bathroom. This, among the many bathrooms, is the least used bathroom because it's not occupied as a bedroom. So you can come and see how nicely kept. It has the same design language as downstairs, very sophisticated. You have this black marble-like tiles with the grains. A lot of storage space here. All right, and you'll see the same fittings from Duravit, from Gessi. This is from Duravit. Sorry, this is Hans Grohe as well. Okay, so a lot of all these things are all moving. Which frankly, sometimes if you buy a brand new house, you may not have as much fittings or storage solution that's provided. So this is a very comfortable bathroom size. Whether it's one single person or let's say even a couple staying here, you'll find this very adequate. All right, but the room doesn't end with just the bedroom. By the way, the bedroom is about 150 square feet, but if you're going to add on this bathroom and the next part that Aaron's going to show you, total space is about 300 square feet.
That's right.
What is last unique part about this is that you can see the walls have already been removed already, so replaced by sliding doors.
Correct. So over here we have a large balcony to complement the bedroom. So the current owner now is using it as a laundry area, so they can do their laundry here. That's why you can see it fits 2 washing machines, a dryer, and then they can hang their clothes here as well. So stretching over here, right, this long area is a potential space for the homeowners to entertain their guests. You can sit down, have a coffee in the morning. You can put a small table, small chair, something to enjoy the view of the outside.
Yeah,
right?
and what I like is this, this used to be a wall. So owner have removed this and make this into sliding door. So actually these rooms are also connected. So this is kind of, you can make this an extended part of the living room like what Aaron said. So study chairs and all this as well. But I think this wall is very nice. Once everything is opened up, same for this side as well, right? All sliding. So can you see now the whole room looks feel a bit bigger, such that the 300 square feet can be a lot more utilized, okay? Right, so now how about the master bedroom on the other side? So if we come here, just across the hallway, I'll let Roseanne explain. I think this is her favorite room, easily.
Now come to the master bedroom. So as you can see, the color scheme here is very cozy. And there's a 10-door wardrobe. How often do you see a 10-door wardrobe in nowadays, right? And actually the combined size of this master bedroom, including the bedroom as well, is actually 1 bedroom apartment. So you can tell the size is very expensive.
About like 400 square feet, right?
So it's really a 1 bedroom apartment size.
Very cozy. I think the choice of the finishing, even though it's white color, I think it's easy to like, right? So you can see they've used the beige color. This headboard, by the way, is not done, it's actually manufactured here. Manufactured meaning they have to come here to assemble because this is custom made. Right, very luxurious hotel suite kind of feeling.
So you can see even the beige shades and the blue and white, it's like Santorini, this kind of beige feel and everything.
That's true. It's a 10-door, should be sufficient for most couples. But I think for Roseanne, maybe that's not enough. You want more?
Actually, that is more than sufficient. Unless like your other half is
but if you want more, actually this one has another.
Yeah, so this is a customized glass display. You can display all your bags over here. And there's also more carpentry spaces for your storage. You can put accessories and belts over here. Yeah, shall we go and look at the master bedroom? There's more bespoke furnitures over here as well. Yeah, come follow me. So this is the rain shower. They use a Hans Grohe over here. And you have a white window over here, so you can there's more lighting and natural light over here. And this is enough for more than 2 packs. You can even put like for small kids, right? You can even put a small portable tub of them for them to play around
like
with.
those kind of bathtub if you want to. So if you take a closer look at all these fittings, you can see from the photos as well. This one, Gerberit. I'm really into, after traveling, right? I like all this automated toilet system. So this has something like that as well. Okay, of course, this is a Duravit, a wall hung system. Then you have automated controls. The whole design you can see still that one's like a very black, luxurious kind of a gemstone, right? Because they use the same silverstone that you saw downstairs as well. Very hardy in terms of maintenance, durability, stain resistant as well. So I think it's not just a nice looking bathroom. Of course, that feels very luxurious. I hope you're here now. But I think if you come here and take over moving condition, you can also feel that you don't need a lot in terms of maintenance because they are all using very hard quality, good quality materials, which frankly, like you said earlier, even brand new house or developers don't give you. Hence, we said it's kind of better than brand new. All right. So if you come to this side, this master bedroom has additional exterior part. I think the Aaron likes.
Yes, come. Let me show you the balcony. So extending from the master bedroom, you have your balcony that was done as part of the A&A. So this provides a extra space for you to entertain your guests also, or maybe yourself. You can put a table here for your breakfast if you want. So overlooking the road here, actually you can realize it's actually very quiet. It's not so noisy as some might think. Although we are very near the main road, but this part of the house is actually quieter. Okay, and then we are pretty on par with the semi-D on the opposite side, so there's not a huge recess towards the other side, so not so close to each other.
Exactly, right? So I think coming out here, most terraces, you may not feel so comfortable to come out, but I think there's certain nice features here. For example, this glass panel, right? Quite nice for you to also look downwards.
Correct,
while it provides lights, I think for just now the car porch, I think this glass panel allows you to take a peep. Let's say you're upstairs, you don't need to go downstairs to see what's happening.
That's
but
right.
shelter-wise, I think now there's a lot more. Besides this shelter, do you notice the screens? There's also private screens on the left and right side of it. So as you walk out here, there's wind flow that comes through, but this is specially designed, tilted, slanted one area, in one angle that you can't really see basically the road, your neighbors, likewise as well. All right, so it's a very nice, all BCA approved materials, same for the shelter as well. To enhance this further, Aaron, what will you do, right? I think now there's a lot of materials. You can extend the shelter.
Yes.
You can do gondola. There's this called pergola now system. Now, of course, like a lot of condos, they use the zip track system.
Correct,
All right, so you can further, in an approved way, use lightweight structure and system storage shelving. This is a shelter system that actually make this space even more
really
usable.
maximize the space. Yes, that's right.
Actually, what they have done upstairs will be a very good example, which I'll show you in a while. All right, so this is a very good enhancement to, I think, the master bedroom. So do you feel that this is like a studio apartment that has both indoors, outdoors, and with the greenery outside? That really makes you forget sometimes you're in the middle of the city. You know, we are actually very near the city center. Now, next it comes to my favorite part. Remember, there's some nooks and corners that's very, very unique. So let me show you this door. Can you see there's something here? What do you think is behind? Again, we already have excessive storage space, right? 10 doors here, 6 doors there. If you need more, take a look at this, specially designed, right? Walk-in wardrobe. I'll let the camera pan. You can pan up and down. Just now we were downstairs. I think Roseanne, Aaron was showing us the skylight. You can see the skylight all the way from level 3. Now it's bright, Saturday, 2+ afternoon. The light from upstairs can come all the way down. What we are standing on now, this are again BCA approved structure, right? This a load bearing, a glass panel, okay, that's supported, so you can stand on here quite comfortably. What we have here is another 6-door wardrobe, fully fitted top to bottom. Okay, so it create more storage space, either for clothes. These are all 60 cm, by the way. All right. If not, what you can do is can convert this to another storeroom. If I were to remove part of this, this can be another study room as well. All right. So I think having an extra space like this really makes this master bedroom really full of not just purely for surprises. It makes it very functional, very unique, and make the space bigger than what it really seems. Okay. Now, this is not the end because, again, you see a door here. I'll let Roseanne. It doesn't end here, right? The functionality and flexibility of this special space, okay, is that it actually connects to the next room. Right?
Yes.
Roseanne will show you.
So
how would you use this
bedroom
space?
2. So bedroom 2, right, as you see, is connected to the skylight. So you can actually extend the bedroom space in the skylight for this common room. So this common room is already ensuite already. So by extending the wardrobe space, you have a bigger common room. Or depending on your family needs, you can even convert this to a larger whole level master bedroom as well.
Yeah, so actually you can have 2 master bedrooms if this is actually given to that. Am I right? Because this room is also pretty big. Or I think I really like the idea. But I think we have some family, some buyers who come, small family, they have 2 children, they can put them upstairs. You don't need this third bedroom. This entire, because of the way it's being linked, this will be a very, very unique master suite just for the owners. From there you can link onto this side.
Whole level.
And you can actually just close this door permanently and not let anyone walk through. Right? I think it's a feature that we have not even seen in much larger houses like semi-Ds and detached, making this, I think, Terrace even more desirable. All right?
So actually for this level, I really like the both double skylight as they went through already.
So now that we've seen level 2, any favorite part, Aaron?
Oh, I especially like the balcony outside the master bedroom. Yeah, so it's a very large usable space, you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Roseanne?
I think I would like the master bedroom as well, because you see the space used. It's really a 1-bedroom apartment. You can do so many things with it. You can even have a mini study area, separate from the husband and wife, and you have your own personal space.
Correct. For me, again, I'm a very functional person, and so I'm marrying this with a lot of feedback from the buyers who have seen. I really love the very unmatched flexibility of this layout. All right. Besides those that have seen earlier, this wall, this wall can be removed. All right. This wall can also be removed to either create a larger landing area, a family hall, which we'll show you soon, the level 3. Or this could actually be big enough in future if you want to install a lift. There's sufficient space for you to do a lift shaft here as well. All right. So this is what we have for level 2. I hope you've seen the 3 bedrooms and find it has ticked a lot of the boxes so far. If not, we have the third and final floor coming up in just a few seconds. All right. Shall we? Let's go.
Let's go.
Okay, now we are at the third floor. Height-wise, ceiling height-wise, this is really, really my favorite. I think I like places that are well lit, as usual, and you can see the owners as they did the A&A. You know the highest point of here is about 5.2 meters.
That's pretty high.
So
yes.
you come here, you really feel the sense of space. I really envy the 2 sons, the owner's children who are staying here. So you can see the skylight has also very smartly bring a lot of natural light. The one, remember, that brings light all the way down to level 2 and 1. Now you can take a look. I'm now standing on the same panel now, right? So this is the same light now. Again, 2+ afternoon sun brings the light all the way right to level 2 and level 1. This space now is also considerably bigger. So if you remove the wall downstairs, like what we suggested, this is the kind of space that you'll get. Again, obviously, it becomes a lot more usable. Like for example, this can be a music corner, can be a reading corner, can be a TV room, study room, exercise corner, etc., especially with the high wall. What is interesting here, I think, because of the extra ceiling height, you can see here, this 5.2, you can leave up by 2. Actually, you can create another loft just in front here with another staircase going up, all right? With a simple BCA or structural engineer approval, you can actually create a loft and then create another landing on top and create a little nook or something, all right? But even without that, we still have 2 full-size bedrooms, right? I'll let Aaron show you the first one.
Come, join me in this is the 4th bedroom. Where one of the owner's sons is using. So this is a room has no balcony, so it provides a nice and private area. And this feels larger than normal because the wardrobe is on the other side. There are 5 panel wardrobe, big enough for any growing boy. Then of course on my left there is a bathroom, again decked out in the nice black stylish design. Right, very functional as well. Big shower area. To suit any growing teenager. Yeah. So
one thing to take note of is actually the view here, which we saw a bit from level 2, but if you can see the camera from here, actually on level 3, the wind flow is much better. All right, so they have nice panels of windows on this side. You can see that actually the back, one thing that a lot of buyers like about this house is that it's not a back-to-back. A lot of landed houses, especially terraces, due to lack of space, they're back-to-back. This is actually very far away. This is adjacent basically to us, all right? So this neighbor, one big detached. I think it's always good to have a detached as a owner, as a neighbor in a sense, right? So brings you this, of course, brings in light as well. All right, so we move out here. I think, Aaron, this size is what, 210
square feet.
210 square feet is bigger than I think most condos now.
That's
I think your master bedroom. So treating this as a junior master bedroom is very easy. Now, talking about the bedrooms, the types, a lot of family members who like, a lot of families who like here, they like the fact that because of the way the rooms are laid out, it's very easy. Whether you have 2 children, 3 children, no children, for example, or 3-generation family, I think you can house everyone very comfortably, right? Like, for example, owner uses as 2 children's room. They can be 1 big bedroom if you want to. The owners can choose to stay on level 2 or even on level 3. Why do I say that? Because I'll show you, Roseanne will show you why this last room here can also be considered a master bedroom.
Yes, so this is bedroom number 5, where it's about 200 square feet including the bedroom. As you can see, this house is a king-size bed, a full wardrobe and study table, and it comes with an ensuite toilet as well. So actually, among the other 4 common bedrooms, this is the most generous size, so you can really certainly consider it. Especially with the balcony, let me show you. We can convert it to a junior master easily. Okay. Yeah. So let's see the ensuite toilet. Again, it has the same furnishings. You can see the Durarid furnishings and also the Hans Grohe rain shower over here. Yeah.
You notice every room has a rain shower, right? So I think this house, when we start to say, which is sometimes when we send a floor plan, 3D floor plan, by the way, if you want, you can let us know, right? 3D floor plan and the 3D. Which one is the master bedroom? That was the common question, which we find it quite interesting because every bathroom is very luxurious, very big, spacious. Like this room just now, you say it's 250 square feet, that's 210 square feet. All these rooms are very big. So it depends on where you want to face, right? For this room, why we think this will be very good junior master is because of the balcony. I think Roseanne can show them the view from here.
Okay, let's go and see. Yeah. So the view is slightly different from level 2. Over here, you can see more greenery and it's slightly elevated. So you get the best views and a lot of ventilation and natural skylight flowing through. Yeah, so over here you can do maybe exercise, like you can do a Pilates workout, yoga, and a slight gym over here. Yep. So let's compare. You can compare, like Aaron has shown you the view from level 2 earlier on the balcony. Yeah, what do you think is the difference?
See, yes, correct. So even though that is bigger, you can actually see the roof terrace from here now. Though it's slightly smaller, but actually you don't feel that the usability is being compromised because of the shelter. And that's what Aaron proposed just now, right? To extend.
So you do a similar shelter. Yeah, definitely you can maximize the space.
Yes, correct. For level 2 as well. But even for now, I think with the fan shelter, you have, I think this is easily the best view. You see the trees again. Very nice. If you stay here and you wake up every day and you see this nice, because there's one big bungalow on the side, right? And also the proximity, you can see the main road, not visible, but you can feel that we are also very close to there as well. It's within walking distance.
Yeah, so
children
you hear some noise, but it's not so bad. Like you are close to nature, but not quite. So generally, most days here is really tranquil. You really get like the serenity of living in a landed enclave.
Yes, that's right. Don't forget, by the way, before we end off, I think the house tour. This is a live show. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask us. Okay, a lot I think of our viewers are quite shy. They only start to text us after that, PM us. More than welcome, but you can also let us know if there's any questions so that now we can also address for you on the spot, right? But I think the house has been fully well covered. This 3,630 square feet built-up area. You can, I think, feel the space. 3 full built-up stories. Moving condition, nicely decked up with luxurious and quality fittings. All right, and of course on the land size, 1,007. We have so therefore covered. I think what is unique. I think about the location,
the value.
What is there's a beautiful, all right, nicely done up. Third part, remember what we said at the beginning, is the value, right? Are you keen to know the value and specifically the price? Give us a few more minutes to join you at the living room and I will show you how. All right, for now, here's a quick recap on this beautiful 3-story Terrace at Barker Road. Let's take a look.
Now we are going to review the most important consideration for all potential buyers, that is value.
That's right. Value, you know, is often associated with scarcity, right, of supply. So basically, the more rare a property is, very often the value goes up, the perceived value goes up. So if you have studied the transactions, we have just done so. If you look at the landed transactions of in District 11, between January 2024 and May 2025, almost 1.5 years, you can see there's about 90 transactions. Do you know among them, right, only 7 houses are actually in the terrace, or only 8% are in the terrace. The rest are all semi-detached and detached, making actually having an entry, okay, to enter this very prestigious landed district, especially among first-time lender upgraders, very, very difficult.
Yeah, so actually the average price of these 7 houses in this area is only 6.5 million, except for one abnormality. Yeah, so actually how much do you think this well-renovated house with aesthetic area is worth?
That was the past, right? How about the current prices now?
So let's do a very simple exercise with our viewers. Take out our handphones. Let's go to Property Guru. We set our filters to District 11, freehold or 999 leasehold, and set it to below 6.5 million, and we see what we get.
All right, so if you are on your phone, on your computer right now, doing this very simple search, you can see, firstly, very simple search, right? Unlike other types of houses, you have to find a terrace, for example, in other districts will be tougher. But remember, we talk about rarity. So now, you probably see only about 10, all right? There's only about 10 distinct, so-called unique options. The rest, of course, there are some repeated ads. So among this, there are 2 main groups, okay? Of course, there's a group now of these houses that are below $6 million. But if you take a closer look at them, which our team understand where they are, most of them are in very rundown original condition, 3+1 room, 3 rooms, max 4. The thing is they cannot be transformed easily with a simple A&A, right? You probably have to tear them down completely and do a complete rebuild. Rebuilding cost nowadays, let's say if you apply $500 per square feet, to achieve a 3,600 square feet, like what you see in this house, probably cost you $1.8 million. And assuming you get one of these houses, the under 6-1, for say $5.8 million, plus this, would that not cost you $7.5 million, right? That's the first number for you to remember. Now the second one, if you take a look at the second group, while being more renovated, some of them are slightly moving condition, but a lot of them are still 2 rooms, 3+1, 4+1. You don't have 5 rooms like this. So for you to do a similar transformation, right, into this house, imagine you go through the same A&A and extensive A&A, create a 3rd story, add the rooms, etc. This will cost you, and I'm saying, very safely saying, not even adding inflation that has come up in the last 5 years. Same, $1 million to these houses, and you add, let's say, buy it at 6.5 million. 6.5 plus 1 also will bring you to about $7.5 million. So this is the average price that you probably will get in the market right now, right, in District 11.
Correct. And not to forget, really, not all addresses are the same.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So
even within District 11,
that's
right?
right.
Yeah.
So Bark Road is one of the more prime address in District 11 because of its close proximity to schools, MRTs, and malls.
Yes.
Right. And adding on to the rarity that Willie had shared earlier, do you know the last transacted Terrace in Barker Road was 3.5 years ago?
Yeah, that caught us by surprise as well, you know? Yeah.
So can you afford to wait for another 3.5 years later? And what would the price be then?
With this in mind, how much do you think this house is worth?
We leave Roseanne to give the final review. What would you think will be the price?
So imagine if you don't have to do it with the time for renovation,
Yes.
the time to rebuild and everything. Everything is done for you to move in ready. This house is actually only going for $7 million. Yes.
That's a lot of savings, right?
Yes.
At least $500,000, or if not even more, from what Aaron has said, based on if you're going to put a premium on.
Yeah. So can you imagine, already the rarity of supply of the houses is already very rare from what Aaron mentioned. Yes. So for you to move to this prestigious enclave with access to amenities, so we already have a few offers on hand currently for more than $6 million. So we are actually waiting for the one and only discerning and ready buyer to seal the deal, which could be you.
That's right. Actually, I don't think the wait that you mentioned should be very long. I hope we can, in the next live open house episode, announce the closing of this, right? In a sense, based on, of course, the inquiries we have and the demand for viewing so far. But before that, I think it's important. We know that you need to see the house first, so feel free to give any of us here a call. Not just, I think, for the floor plans, the 3D tour, but please do come down, right? Take a look at, admire the beauty, the quality of this very beautiful house, right? And we'll be more than happy to show you, right? Until then, my name is Willie.
I'm Roxanne.
And I'm Aaron.
And see you at the next episode of Huttons Landed Division's Live Open House.